Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you? Ow! Not me, you silly little bailiff. Anybody but me. Or Miss Von Carver, or Mr. Wright. Anybody in the audience. Excuse me. Hello, YouTube! I'm Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the previous episode of Phoenix Wright, we proved that Acro had the method and opportunity to kill Russell Berry, but he quite clearly did not have a motive. Now, I have to prove that he had a motive to kill Regina Berry and only accidentally killed her father instead. If Regina does realize what has happened, as Mo seems to want, she's likely to be devastated by the fact that her father died because someone wanted to kill her. December 30th, 2:17 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I can't believe it. Acro? That's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal! You gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective comes you! Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk! How about a card trick, detective? Well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. The scarf! Oh, thank you. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yup. And I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Varden Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret, you see. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know. Ms. Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. Oh, that reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. That's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. Bye. What did he mean by that? You know, the very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that! Oh, sorry. But, yeah, it looks like, there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? I bet it's milk. It's milk. Yeah, the reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So, hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Considering that most non-Northern Europeans are lactose intolerant, that's a pretty big deal.
Court is now back in session. Is Von Karma. Please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Akalaro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akalaro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions if you don't want the answer to. Here we go.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akalaro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that? Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Actually, no. He didn't want to kill the ringmaster. It was an accident. He was trying to kill Regina. So, I mean, I did just start the game, so I can go back if I have to. No, there's no need to cross-examine this witness.
No. What's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
No. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all.
Down! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of the things, then yes, that sounds about right.
Oh, the end of things?
Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? the ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you?
Ow! Not me, you silly little bailiff. Anybody but me.
Or Miss Von Carver, or Mr. Wright.
Anybody in the audience.
Excuse me. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court?
Down! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Aklo was trying to kill someone else?
Oh, okay, yes. Regina.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro? You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited, leading question.
He could easily answer this question, although it is leading the witness. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to.
No! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Akra would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Akra was out to kill this young girl. Okay, so here we go. Bat was 22. Bat is older than Max. All right, Mr. Wright.
At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence.
This better not be a bluff. You're not going to.
Down! You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Those two are finishing each other's sentences now. Wait, what? It must be the special bond between Whipper and Whipped. My patience is wearing thin, Mr. Wright. Oh, crap. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. Oh, wait, what? I thought it was going to be, it was going to be Bat. All right, let's try the note. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't Fuzzy?
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note.
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today.
Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
Yeah, she is.
She is. Unfortunately,
it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Yeah, me too.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool, these foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell me about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron! Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? Yeah, I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... Oh boy. I'm in so much trouble if I don't get this right. But it's what was inside the box.
Take that!
Achoo! 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 What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Also, Gesundheitsplatz, Your Honor. It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then ask this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
And now we present Bat.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
So you've spent your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was beat by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Regina, Miss Regina Berry, is an animal trainer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
What do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
It was more than that.
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat.
Take that!
That's just a scarf.
Acro, this scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina.
There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with this silent treatment? And why is a bird pecking at my forehead?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of
fingering a criminal.
Raising.
But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Ms. Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
Yeah, it still seems like the judge just doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Von Karma gets it.
Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However,
Lion sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because all of the pepper on the scarf.
what? You fool!
Oh man. Regina is going to be absolutely devastated.
You've got to be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Ms. Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this is silly. You believe it. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth.
The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot!
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro! You don't mean. You can't mean. Fitness! Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? Again with this damn hummingbird.
You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you gotta do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. See how things work out first. I have an idea. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Why aren't you going to search his room? Because Von Karman would have already done that.
It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Akalo's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Akalo would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Akalo directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like you lack the fingernail to put into my coffin.
Did I just say fingernail? I meant final nail. I am so sorry. But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now?
Where is the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. I do, Maya. I do know where the bust is. It's in his wheelchair.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you all for your support.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it!
Oh, it was Maya.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. What? We need time to do what? Ow! Maya, you're the most surprised person here. She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Why are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. And I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
You're walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward. Samuel Rappin, where is Max's bust now? Somewhere in this courtroom. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. It's in the witness stand. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it would be really easy to say, hide a bust under there.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Ms. Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Ms. Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know.
How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night?
There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Ms. Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Oh my God, she's going to take credit for this. She's going to take credit for my work. Ah! You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her.
I know I saw it.
Oh, I mean, I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
Oh, maybe she's not going to take credit. And she'll get it anyway, I'm sure.
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime.
Acro!
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this.
And yet you were willing to kill her. Jesus, man.
She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But just couldn't forgive her, no matter what.
What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her.
Your brother became a star.
Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently while saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
Oh, dreadful.
So you're saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean.
I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I am so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. So beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. This court is adjourned.
December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Many congratulations, but only at max 1 million of them.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro? No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll never like this forever. Then you'll be like this forever and never happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault! Sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... Is he going to try to get his revenge on me?
No, I don't think he's... No. He's not going to do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
Besides, he's in custody. He is never leaving prison. He's going to die fairly soon. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Wait, what? Huh?
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. Oh, crap. Oh no. Oh, of course.
Take that!
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught...
Uh-huh.
I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Pat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Pat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh!
That's quite the goal.
Yay, I can't wait.
And I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max!
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina? You're going to help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo?
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max? Ick! seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
Let's see, what made the case? Oh, yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out all along, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it would end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. Oh, you mean Mr. Wright? Oh, I've been getting the voices wrong.
Damn it.
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is ready. As for Mr. Acro's case, you needn't worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yay! He's alive! He's coming back! 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 In the next episode! To the outro! Edgeworth is coming back!
So, yeah. Regina took all of this about as badly as I expected. I mean, this entire damn case was just one giant tragedy of errors. I was half expecting to receive news at the end that Bat had woken up, but instead, we get Regina waiting for him for who knows how long. But, anywho.
Edgeworth is back!
Not only that, but he conspired with Gumshoe to scupper Von Karman's plans for revenge. Sweet. So, yeah, we'll get that long-awaited reunion in the next episode. But yeah. In the meantime, up here's my playlist of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.